Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's December and it's time to stuff some envelopes. A new month has started, I've gotten my salary, and it's time to put some money into these envelopes. If you haven't seen it already, definitely check out this video up here somewhere. I'm going to be putting a link to it. Don't go to it yet. Go to it after you watch this video. But it's going to show you how much I was able to unstuff for the month of November, because alhamdulillah, I had a good unstuffing for November. Haven't had a month like that in a while. So it's time to stuff these because they're now empty. Stuff these envelopes and then see what I'm working with for the month. Some envelopes getting a little bit more money than they did before, some a little bit less. Some things are going to get used this month, so we'll just see how it goes, but it's just time to do some stuffing. So I've got my salary. I'm going to just separate it now and prepare for the stuffing. Let's start with low priority. So let's just do what we usually do. So I'm gonna do gas. The last month or two, I've actually been putting more towards gas. I've been putting 900 because I was putting 700 before, I think, and it just was not working out for me. And so I added more, and now I'm having leftover over the month, at the end of the month, which, okay, I'm not complaining about, I'm just surprised. 200, 400, 600, 700, 800, 900. So I'm going to keep putting 900 for one more month and see how that goes. But I must say the price of gas did go down. I think it was all of UAE. And inshallah, I've got news that in I think it was in the Khalij Times, another article about gas prices going down in December. So hopefully there's extra, even more rollover next month from my gas envelope. Groceries, we're going to do 2,800. So for groceries, I'm going to do again 2,800. I had some left over and I was pleased with that, but we're just going to try one more month and see how that goes. And if there's left over again, 3, 6, 7, sorry about that. If there's left over again, then I might think about bringing it back down. But the only reason I brought it up was because I never had enough the previous month. Now I brought it up and I have too much. So maybe it's an in-between number I need to find. So we're going to do 1,500, 2,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 758, 2,800. That's my first time getting the new 1,000. They're interesting. They feel different. All right, personal. Personal, I'm going to do 275 as I usually do. Usually it's enough. I don't do a whole bunch, but if it's not, I haven't really gone a month where I've gone over personal, to be honest, so it should be good. 100, 250, 75. Next, we're going to do entertainment. So I'm gonna add a bit more to this envelope this month because the winter break has come along, came pretty quickly. So my kids are gonna be on holiday for a few weeks and I'm sure they're gonna be asking me to take them somewhere when I can, when I'm off and have some time, or on the weekends it's just gonna bother me to do it. So I'm gonna put a little bit more. Usually I only put like 250, so I'm gonna do 400 this one. 200, 300, 50, 70, 90, 95, 400. And even 400 is not a ton, so we're going to have to find some free things to do. But I'm sure we can find something. It's Dubai. There's always something to do. Dining out. I'm going to do the usual. Is it the usual? Yeah, I think I usually put like 250. I try to limit it because I don't want us to be eating out a lot. So I try and limit how much we are putting towards it. Because the more you put, the more you're going to be willing to eat out. It's easy. But I try to stick to 250-ish. So 150, 220, 40, 50. Dining out is done. Let's see, next we're going to go on to miscellaneous. Miscellaneous, I'm going to do 350. I think I've been doing about 350. Yeah, 350. I think I've done 300 most months, and it's usually just barely making it. 250, 300, 20, 40, 50. And let's see how I do with that. Like I always say, miscellaneous is just that random stuff that you don't need a whole envelope for, but just in case when things come up. And usually my examples are like dry cleaning. You have to pay for some water to be delivered to your house or something. Children's clothing. So it's winter in Dubai. Winter in Dubai is definitely different than the winters that we know of in America or like in the UK. So it's colder than normal, but when I say it's freezing cold, no. It's one of those like, oh, it's such a nice day to go for a walk kind of weather. But it's cool enough that the kids needed a few more things to keep them a little warmer in case we went out during the nighttime on their winter break. So we have 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. 150. Winter. We're saying winter in the desert. I think just call it cooler weather in the desert because that's literally what it is. School. I thought I took out this one. I'm going to put it in here because I do not need coins. lingering around. School, I have 100 that I'm rolling over. I'm just gonna add another 100 to school to bring us to 250. And I'm sure the next, when the school year resumes, they'll need some money for something. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And I'm so glad I started this envelope. I have never really had a school fund. I just pay for things as they come along, and it usually annoys me. It's just like another thing, another event, another trip. But having this has really relieved that ease of, things coming up at school and having to pay for it. So future me, I'm going to be rolling over 100, 200, 20, 40, 140. I'm going to add 200. So what did I say I had? 240. So now we're going to have 440. I already have some plans for this, so I'm sure it won't be here at the end of the month. At least I don't think it will. So that's that for my low priority. Let's move on to my high priority. Build a masjid. Usually I put like 50 to 100 every month, so I'm probably going to do the same. I'll do 100 for this month. The 10s they gave me this month, they are so crisp. Just printed off the press, kind of crisp. It worries me because I feel like I'm going to count too many, but they are fresh. I haven't had bills like that in a while. Let me see if I can show the difference. Let's see. These are the 10s and these are the 5s. You see the difference? How flat the money is? Yeah. Real crisp. Let me see. I said I was going to do, I'm all kind of distracted. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. So let me just add that to what I currently have. 200, 400, 500, 550, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. 670. Next, we will move on to maintenance. This maintenance envelope, I know I should be putting more than what I do, but I'm only putting 200, no, I'm going to put 300. I'm going to put 300 and hope that this 300, 250, let's try it again, 250, 300, hope that this will be enough. Car insurance, I'm going to do, what do I have in here? Let me see, 600. Car insurance, I'll do 200. Let me do some 20s. 20, 40s. And we'll do 200. So 120, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200. So that makes 2, 4, 6, 800. I shouldn't have to count that all again. 800 for insurance. Next, we're gonna move on to phone bill. I have to add to it this month. Last month I didn't add to it because I'm getting pretty close to my goal, but I'm gonna add because I'm not there just yet. And I think my bill is like 1,200 something, 51. So with this, let me see where I'm at. 500, 1,115. So I think I need like maybe 100 and something more, and then I'll have my bill for the year for my phone. I'll continue with that. Emergency. Only have to pay for one thing, which happened to be the car. So I had to use 100 last month. So I'm going to add 200 back to this envelope to make up for that. So 150, 152. And let's see what we have now. 500, 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 1,450. In emergency, there we go. Health. Empty because we had some sick babies. You know, the winter in Dubai, there's germs spreading as usual as anywhere, and flus and coughs and colds. So I've had to use most of this to buy medicine. So I'm gonna replenish it with 300 dirhams. Hopefully we're over that. Hopefully flu cold season's over, and then I can kind of start building this up. I remember when I had like almost 1,000 dirhams, and I was like, yes. And I think it was maybe summer holiday. And as soon as school starts, I can never get caught up on this. So let's see. Transportation, which is car renewal. I'm going to add to this month as well because it's coming up soon, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to add 151. I'm going to add 100 and see what I got left. I got a lot of 5s in here. A lot of smaller bills. And they're turned around. Everything's turned in weird directions. 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, 1,205. What is this random 5? I don't like this stuff. I don't like random. Why is that random 5 there? If I want to take it out and use it for something else, but I'll leave it. 1,105. Next, pots and pans. I'm gonna do 200 because I do want to get new pots and pans. I want to save enough, hopefully by like Ramadan time, because usually there's great sales during Ramadan. So if I can get what I need by then, so I can have enough, I can usually make use of a good sale. So now we have 300. If you have any suggestions for good quality pots and pans, any brands that you think are really good, let me know in the comments, so I can start doing some research and seeing how much I need to save, so I have a goal in mind for this particular envelope. Electronics. Again, anything you need. You want to buy a new tablet, a new set of headphones. For me in particular, I had something in here and it's gone because I had to buy a new iron, which it was on sale, Amazon's, whatever it's called, white sale I think it was. It was like just around, I think I had 100 dirhams. It was exactly 100 dirhams. So alhamdulillah, I had that. An envelope started for that. Now 50, 70, 90, 100. So I'm going to put 100 again. Not sure what it's going to be needed for, but you see how handy it came last month when I actually started the envelope and I needed it just in time. So something might come up and I'll have money set aside for that. Eid. I can't believe Eid. I'm saving for Eid again. I feel like Eid just ended, but really I think it's coming up in March. December, January, February, March. Yeah, we have like 3.5 months until Ramadan starts, and then I guess I'd say maybe 4.5 months until Eid. So it's better to start saving now so I have enough for when that time comes. And usually I try and save a few thousand, or not a few thousand, maybe, yeah, a few thousand, because I try and buy the kids gifts and stuff and have money for us to go out. So I'm going to try and put quite a bit for the next few months to make up and not have to find it all at one time. So I'm going to do 200, 400, 20, 40, 50, or 50. I haven't actually set a goal out, which I highly recommend that when you're trying to budget, you should set a goal for yourself. I want such and such amount of money by such and such amount of time, because I've done this before and I do this regularly. I kind of know when I'm getting to the mark of what I wanted, but I need a budgeting tracker or a spending tracker for this one so I can keep track. 200, 400, 500, 50, 550, 570, 590, 6, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then savings. I'm going to add 3,000. I usually try and make sure that I always have 3,000 to go inside of savings. So 1, 2, 3. Again, the new printed. I got a few new nice pretty bills. Let's see. Let's add this here. Just makes it look all. Do I have any new ones? No, I don't. Okay. And let's count it out and see the currency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25,270. Again, I will just keep accumulating. I know people are like, why don't you put it into this? Why don't you do that? Investment, the value of money goes down. I know, but I have a plan. I need to save a certain amount for that plan. So that's what I'm doing for the next few months to get this to where I need it to be. So that's going to be it for my high priority. I don't think I've missed an envelope. And I have a little bit of extra cash left, which means I'm more than likely going to put towards savings challenge. So let's count out what I have left here. So I have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400. 400 left to do my savings challenge. I have money left over from my unstuffing from last month. I think it was 1,260. Also to go to my savings challenge. So I'm excited to do my 100 envelope savings challenge in my next video, inshallah, because I have not stuffed or put that much into a challenge at once before. I'm thinking though that pots and pans? I was thinking about adding more to pots and pans so I can get that up a little bit faster. I could add like 100 more. Let me see. Because I have a significant amount to put in my 100 envelope, and I don't think I'll have a month like this again, so I might want to use to go to something that I'm working towards. I got, my pots and pans? I think I have 300. 300. Let me add 100 to pots and pans. I'm going to take from my savings challenge and put here, so I got 400 pots and pans. And then we'll see. I might change my mind while I'm stuffing. I may want to take that back, but so I'll take whatever is left here. I'm going to put it towards here. I'm going to do a savings challenge video, so definitely check out my other video when it's up and out. If you haven't already, please definitely subscribe so you can keep track with me of how my journey to financial freedom is going. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed me stuffing and preparing for the month. Definitely comment. Let me know about those pots and pans. keep me informed. Let me know if I need to check some things out. And other than that, I will see you in the next video. Definitely come check out my video as I stuff several of these envelopes and get me through this 100 envelope challenge. I'll see you in the next video, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.